Hello, Abbilyn. Please introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, your name, and your age. And then you can continue with the presentation.
Hi, I'm Abbilyn. I'm 12 years old and I'm from Singapore. I'm going to share my screen now if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead.
Okay, so are you tired of dealing with itchy-ated skin? Look no further. Introducing my invention called N Zorb, the solution that you've been searching for. Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to convenience. I'm Abbilyn and I have a skin condition similar to eczema. It causes uncomfortable itches and these unsightly white spots. My condition requires me to apply ointment every night. However, I often miss it and never got better. The ointment takes 30 minutes to be absorbed into my skin and makes stains everywhere. To understand how other skin patients are affected, I surveyed 104. I learned about these top 5 pain points. This survey confirms my hypothesis and led me to define the two most important problems to solve, being number 1, how might we prevent ointment from staining clothes and allowing it to be quickly absorbed by the skin? And number 2, how might we do it without dirtying our hands? Here's my invention called N Zorb. Code N Zorb was inspired by an insight from Mother Nature. I learned that frogs have a layer of mucus to keep their skin moist in harsh conditions. My invention is mimicking the frog's mucus layer by soaking medical oil in a special lycra material made from 95% polyester and 5% spandex, which is found in moisturizing mists. It is then covered by a second layer of breathable but water-resistant fabric. Code N Zorb also comes with an injection straw, preloaded with ointment. This will prevent users from getting their hands dirty. Code N Zorb emerged from 3 rounds of ideation, with design 3 chosen over 1 and 2. The prototyping process is a result of 3 rounds of iteration. Prototype 1 is a sustainable version recycled from old baby swimsuits. Prototype 2 is a version where the injection straw is inserted between 2 layers to prevent my skin from being scratched. And for prototype 3, I built different insertion ports and eventually decided on the 3D printed version that would fit my straw most accurately. Eventually, I tested my invention with 2 users. An adult user, Mr. Kihan, likes my invention and feels that I should make versions for different body parts. 4-year-old James helped me to see that young children are comfortable and willing to use my invention. I have decided to invent further so that Code N Zorb can also be used for burn patients. While a burn patient's wound is healing, it is sensitive and painful when anything touches it. The second generation of Code N Zorb will be a wrap around the arm instead of a sleeve. This way, the surface area of the product in contact with the wound can be minimized when the user is putting it on. Recently, I also interviewed Dr. James Mock, a plastic surgeon specializing in children burns. He thinks that Code N Zorb will be very useful for patients recovering from burns who need to apply olive oil about 3 to 5 times daily. He mentioned that he would surely recommend my invention to his patients if it was in the market. I'm excited about Code N Zorb because it is a business that will impact billions of people. According to a WHO report, as many as 1.8 billion people in the world suffer from skin inflammatory diseases. This is a vast market. Customers can purchase a reusable sleeve for $18 and a set of disposable injection straws for $7 per box. In the future, I will also add a nanoparticle layer on the inner sleeve to allow the ointment to be absorbed deeper into the skin. This premium version will be sold at twice the price. In conclusion, Coenzyme is a one-of-a-kind solution that changes how we put on medical oil, so people like me won't miss their likely treatments ever again. Thank you.
I love how simple yet impactful your design is. You clearly thought about real patient needs. I am impressed about what you have done at this young age. How now I have a question for you. How did patients respond during testing? Were there any surprising reactions?
When I tested on the adult user, Mr. Kihan, there weren't the pots yet. So when he tried to put it on, it was a bit difficult. Because he had to do it with only one hand. So that also led me to carry out to think of a solution for that problem. So I made the 3D printed pots. That I tested the three I there were three I tested the 3D printed pots 3 times. The first version wasn't the first version couldn't fit the straw and it broke easily. The second version could fit the straw but didn't look very durable. And the third version, which I'm using for the invention, fits the straw most accurately, and it's the most reliable pot out of all of the three that I printed. As for the 4-year-old child, I was at first I was a bit worried whether the child would cooperate and like put on the sleeve and would try to put on the sleeve. But I was surprised when the child was comfortable to use my invention.
I have a question. Like, Shreya, are you going to ask something? Can I go ahead?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, you are saying that the patient has to put on the sleeve. So uh, for how much duration the sleeve has to be put on the area which is which is needing the medicine put on and everything? Like, do they have to put the sleeve on all the time, or it is just for some time and they can remove it off?
So the sleeve, when I use it, I usually put ointment at night. So I would wear it to while I sleep so that ointment can be absorbed. But depending on how often the patient needs to apply the ointment, then that's when they need to use my invention.
So how much time it needs to absorb the ointment? That was my question. Like, how much time the patient has to keep this on?
Usually like 1 to 2 hours. So that's why I made it like a sleeve so that it's still comfortable when you wear it.
Okay, so it is only for the arms, are you saying, or you have for different body parts also?
So far I've only made it for the arms, but like I'm also thinking about making it for different body parts because most people do not only have skin conditions on the arms.
Okay, this is really good idea. And don't they feel like very hot when they put on these sleeves? Are they comfortable?
So for the layer that I put outside, it's I used the swimsuit so that it's breathable, so that it will not be too hot. But it's also a bit waterproof so that it can prevent the oil from making stains everywhere.
Okay. And after, like, if you say 1 or 2 hour after that time, if they remove the sleeve, it can like it can be cleaned and washed, and then they can use it again. It is reusable, you said, right?
Yes, the sleeve is reusable. I'm
Okay.
also thinking, and to promote sustainability, I actually made my invention from old swimsuits so that so if it goes into the market, I will also probably be collecting old swimsuits that people cannot fit in anymore. Then I can use it for the outer layer.
Okay. So would it be uh so you are going to clean them thoroughly, like germ free, and then only you will use them for your product?
Yes.
Really good idea you got, and I hope it solves the problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation, Abbilyn. Please join us next time. It is so thoughtful of you to think about the patients all over the world.
Okay, thank you.